cocktail hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres, my sister Leanne. We are at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres Farm in Wall, New Jersey. And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Merry Christmas! Happy Kwanzaa! Happy Hanukkah!
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
That's for Mindy. Yeah, it's 2020, baby.
And don't forget to write 2020 on all your stuff so nobody
yeah.
can alter your dates.
That's what they say. Fraud. It's still working hours at the Coop, so we may have people walk in.
Yeah, I may have to pause this.
But you have something to do. What do you have to do today?
Go food shopping.
Oh, food shopping. What?
Let them read the sign.
My new sign?
No, the old sign.
This just in, no working during drinking hours.
Tell the people sorry we're closed early. Yeah, you have to go grocery shopping. Boo.
Yeah. Later. Much later.
I would
Don't
say
worry.
just get enough
just
for
one day.
lunch tomorrow and be done.
I tried to talk Nick into going, but
So anyway, we had a nice Christmas.
everybody was there. We all went to
Everyone
church
was there
together.
and everyone was healthy. We had healthy Christmas, thank goodness.
We had sinus things, but
Yeah,
everybody
but
was
we've
healthy.
had, I feel like every year someone's down
Christmas
and out.
crud.
Right? But we did very well. We had our awesome New Year's party with our family. We ate our
Year's
weight in
quota of
pork
bacon,
products and bacon. It was
sausage.
fantastic. You know what we didn't have is, I don't know who used to make it.
Pork
You?
is for good luck.
Oh, we are good.
Pork is for good
The
luck.
sausage and cheese thing on
I
the
make
bread.
those
Damn,
on the
you
rye
did-
bread.
when it was all
I kn-
over, I was
well,
like, we didn't have it.
I was going to make them, but I knew we had a very late crowd. Our London cousins weren't coming in. A bunch of our New Hampshire cousins weren't going to be here. And I just knew it was going to be kind of a light crowd.
It wasn't
so,
like crap. We still had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's that. So,
But wait, that recipe that she was talking about, it's little baby rye bread. So you know, like the little rye bread?
yeah, like the
So
cocktail
you
party.
take one slice and you take smoked kielbasa and cheddar cheese and you put them through like the food processor, grind them up, and then like put little like plops on each bread and pop them in the oven and toast them until the cheese is like bubbly.
So
they're good.
Yeah, that's yummy.
That's your
Anyway.
recipe for today.
Yep. All right, so it's new to you 2020. You got to put our hashtag. Are you playing along? Woo.
So if you haven't watched our previous episodes about it or any of the other hosts, because there's like 50 of us, you can win prizes. So that's why we want to encourage you to try something new, but you can also win prizes, a lot of prizes.
Yep.
Prizes.
Yep. So if you don't know about it, we'll do a quick synopsis so it's not the same thing every time. Basically, you just have to learn something new that is fiber related. So it could be knitting, crochet, weaving, spinning, needle felting,
Sewing.
techniques, sewing, trying a different thing, a different heel, a different toe. And for lots of ideas on Ravelry, we have a lot of people on there. One woman wants to knit in the dark, which I think is hysterical.
So our Ravelry group is under
Arrow
Arrow
Acres
Acres Farm.
Yeah. So you can find us there, and there's a thread. It's at the top. I learned how to make that, so it's always at the top. Look at me! Woo! And also, if you just follow the hashtag on Instagram, you can see lots of ideas. People are making stuff every day.
You can search the hashtag, so just go down to the little search feature and type in hashtag new to you 2020. And it's not new to you MAL 2020. I saw there's a few popping up on there. So make sure you leave out the MAL. Last year we did new to you MAL make along. But because we're going to try and do this every year, we dropped that. We just are going to put the year on from now
Yeah.
on.
But those people, we should kind of make sure they're in it.
Yeah,
So-
I'll make sure that they get in the running.
All right, you want to do yours first?
Sure.
What you're doing?
So I started with punch needle, and Leanne had one. So I'll show you what it looks like if you've never seen it before. I have the threader in it. So this is the punch needle I'm using. This one is for embroidery thread. They also make them for yarn, which I think I'm gonna really like. So you push it up, and there's like settings here to show how high you want your loop or whatever. It'll make sense in a second. And then you thread it down through this thing, and you go pop, 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 pop. That easy. Literally that easy. So you go from the back of your bag to the front. So I did
Which
some
I'm glad, thank
feathers.
goodness you asked me a question because I didn't think to tell you that.
I had no idea. So I was like getting ready to start, and I said, "Oh, I didn't get like a fabric pen." She goes, "Well, you don't need one. You just draw on the back because you do it from the back." I was like, "Oh,
Good thing I
thing.
said that.
So you work from the back, and then it pushes out these little. It's like rug hooking, but backwards.
Yeah, it's like little French knots it makes. It's very cool.
Okay, so this was my first attempt. And then I thought
There's my car.
the
And
look
you use all the strands from the thread.
I did. I used
So
it.
it's very.
thick.
I said that looks so much thicker than mine that I did, but that's probably why, and it probably goes faster too.
It goes really fast. And I said it kind of I think it's a heavy look for the light canvas bag. It's not too heavy, like my bag isn't like whoop, falling over. But then I did this little guy. So a little more minimal, and it's to keep my threads in. So I liked it. And then while I was doing a little research, so I was gonna switch to embroidery because I think the things I was finding on Pinterest,
Yummy.
I really liked the embroidery look better. Well, then I saw a quick little snapshot video thing of somebody using this as an embroidery pen. So I'm like, well, I can figure that out. So I did.
You done it.
So this is what I did on my Saturday night. And I think it's
I
so
love
cute.
it. You know, it'd be
But-
pretty if you added little color like flowers
Yep.
and stuff.
So I thought it was like the French knots and stuff, and I watched the Lazy Daisy. I watched a tutorial
Yes.
on all the embroidery stitches.
Yeah, I bought a class through Dropcloth on whatever it used to be. Now it's what, Blueprint?
Not a drop. Craftsy?
No, but the name Dropcloth is
was.
the woman
Got
that
it.
Rebecca Rehnquist
Yes,
who does.
Craftsy.
Yeah, and I took the class and learned how to do all that stuff.
So I think I need to back them. I need to get the iron-on stuff to back it. Because this one I did it backwards. So the front was actually the front. And the back is where the little loops are coming through. Like that. So I need to secure those little loops on the back. Because some of these are like, I don't know if you can see it.
What about glue?
They're like popping up.
I'm picturing like puzzle glue.
Somebody said you can glue the back, but I don't want my bag to be stiff.
It's gonna be stiff though with the iron on.
Well, I'm going to do it like just there.
All right. You can
That's my
just glue
thought.
it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if anybody has a suggestion for me, please comment below. So that's what I've done so far for my new to me's.
Mom, you want to talk about what you did?
I got my cookie in my mouth.
She has a cookie in her mouth. Peanut gallery has a cookie in her mouth. Do you want
All
to
right.
show what you did?
No, we'll go back to her. She's not ready. She has a cookie in her
Hold on.
mouth.
Can you give me that sign right there?
Oh.
Okay. Andy, and she will not be mad at us for saying this because she said it to me. Andy doesn't put a lot of thought into her presents most times. She really doesn't. She's just like
Although my
busy.
sweater-
Hold
Yeah,
on.
sweater.
She knocked it out of the park this year, and every single gift was like amazing and thoughtful and wonderful. She made my mom a sweater that was gorgeous. And look what she made us! And she had all the neighborhood children help. It's for our podcast. So every kid, I think Chase made the C.
We were supposed to hang it up behind us.
Oh yeah, we'll have
forgot.
to do that. So she made this for us, and they're hot glued on, so they may fall off. So we may have to have Nick nail them in there for us.
Yeah, I'm going to pin them.
And I am going to sew a bag that we can wear it,
So I can
and
bring
take
it to
events.
festivals.
Woo! So if you're going to Vogue Live Knitting in New York City,
I
in
might
2
have
weeks,
it.
We may have it with us. Anyway, yeah. So Andy did a very good job this year,
And she made our mom the Garden Gate sweater by
Gorgeous.
Jennifer Steingass. Haha, I remembered.
We
Yeah,
have a
that's right.
customer.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be back.
Right there.
Hit pause.
Okay.
Very cute little couple. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Andy's sign, Vogue Live. We're going to Vogue. Okay, so that's what you did. Oh, Mom, your yarn we were talking about. She had a cookie in her mouth.
Oh,
You wanna talk
cookie's
about
done.
Your mom.
Your mom?
Yarn? I mean, your mom. You're talking about, your yarn.
I have a lot. It's, well, try. It's fun. I like it.
So our mom is a yarn spinner, and she is working on making coiled art yarn. Do you want to grab the book too? You can hand me
sure.
that, and here, throw that over, or not.
Oh, here.
Throw me that.
Whoop. Incoming.
So
Is
We'll
there
show
a way
you
to
the-
like make this so it's
yeah, it's
easier
just a
to see?
skein. It's just a skein.
Is it tied properly? I
Questionable.
feel like I'm making a mess.
All right, then don't touch.
I'll do it.
So here's
This is
her.
what I'm
Oh, now I
This
get it.
is what
Oh,
she's
oh.
trying to make. This one here with these pretty coils.
Oh, look
And
at that.
she's-
You did it, Mom.
And she's
Yeah.
going to use it for weaving. And
Okay,
she's, so the gray,
I had to spin. First, I had to spin the yarn.
she had to spin, so the gray is a single that she already spun. And then the purple, she spun it thick and thin. And then she applies them together, and she uses the technique that's in the book to make these fancy little.
Cool.
They're hard to see.
Yeah, they are. There you go. You can see it.
So now I have to make it in something to decide if I
So
like
now
the
she's-
big coils or the little coils.
Yeah, so she did she did some like really big ones and some little ones. So like this is like a big papa.
Big junker.
And then some of them are really little,
I
like
think I like the little ones the best.
this one. But now she's got to use it. And then
What are you using in a tapestry or a?
No, I think I'm gonna try it in
she's
in
going to
weaving.
put us
Weave
in
it.
like a Sayori scarf.
I don't think it'll be crochet up too swift.
I think it you
It
know,
might. We're gonna pray, and then I'll figure out what kind of coils I
so
like.
she has to
Cute.
wash it and set the twist.
Yeah.
But really
It's
fun,
fun.
but she's enjoying it,
There's a
right?
long
Very
piece thing,
fun.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I
Very nice. Good job, Mom.
And on the old front, I'm making.
something new. I need
Oh, yeah.
another new.
She needs another new thing, so. I think you should do socks on your knitting loom.
I don't know about.
So here's another old one. It's a work in progress. I'm doing a farm girl cowl
Very nice. Peter
for the
Brook.
store. Yeah, Feederbrook and Cascade.
So my new to you is Intarsia. I had said it before. I think I did it once, but I had no idea what I was doing. So I decided to learn, and now I'm realizing it's going to be hard to show on these needles. I'm doing it on straight needles. I'm making the Circus Lights scarf from. Hold on.
Nomadic knit.
Nomadic Knits, issue 5, Vermont. It's that scarf there. I'm probably just doing it in the 2 colors, my yellow and white, instead of all the different colors. So I also realized once I started making this, so I'm making half my circle. There's no pattern for this. It's just, it's like a make your own adventure scarf. So you put your circles wherever you want them to be. So that's something that's new to me because I am a pattern follower. So now I have to decide, like, do I start another one now, like a little one? Also, this is pretty wide. It's 96 stitches casted on, and I did it on a needle size bigger because it's just what I had. And I'm thinking it might be too long for me for a scarf. Too wide, and it's just I'm not
What
gonna
if
have
you
enough
make a
yarn.
cowl out of it?
I was thinking a cowl or
That would be fun.
a pillow, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking a pillow might be nice because I've never made a knitted pillow, so that would be 2 new. That would be 3 new to you.
And
New to me.
Tarja,
Intarsia.
making
Your own pattern,
sort
figure
of.
out when it has to go in, and then make a
pillow.
pillow. So anyway, it's very easy.
There's a couple little tricks in the pattern that you said are really great.
I found a little YouTube video, and I didn't realize you have to have multiple balls wound up, like separate little balls. So it's different than color work. So it's pretty cool. That's what I'm doing for new to you.
I like it. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So that's that. That's
And
what I'm
then
doing.
another new to you, not fiber yarn related, but fiber eating related. Tell everybody what you made.
I made bread. First of all, you know,
She
Can
can't
I
bake a
just-
cake.
I can't bake for anything. I can't bake cake.
She can't
I can't
bake.
bake
She can make a good apple pie.
apple pie. Is the only thing I can bake. First time I ever made coffee cake, I was firstly newly married, and I was gonna make it for all my neighbors, and it came out like hard and this like a hockey puck. I did use either like baking powder instead of baking soda, whatever I was supposed to use. I used the other. I'm not a good baker, but those darn pretty breads on Instagram, they got me hooked, and I've been really what came out of it was, you know, everyone's busy. Everyone's busy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And I just missed like slow stuff because I don't have time to do anything slow. So I thought I'd make my own sourdough
You keep
starter.
knocking the table.
Sorry.
It's very shaky.
Make my own sourdough starter because really Wooden Nest, if you follow her on Instagram, so pretty. So I did research.
And
I-
Kat Golden, I follow her, and she
now
does
I
all the
do.
bake-alongs.
That's who I did everything through.
Garter Stitch Farm.
Garter Stitch, but it's spelled Gartur Stitch Farm. Kat Golden, KatGoldin
On Instagram.
on Instagram. Link her. She has beautiful stuff.
She'll be down in the bottom.
Anyway, I did a lot of research, reading, and I decided to make my own sourdough starter, and I started it, and it was like a concoction. It's like a science experiment, and it bubbles, and I was so excited, and my kids thought I was crazy, and my husband thought I was crazy, but I was excited, and then it was time to bake yesterday. I didn't think it was going to come out well, but darn it, it did. And you know how many likes I got on Instagram? More on my bread than anything else I do. But look, we ate it already, so. Guys, look at my bread! That's on one of your cutting boards. That was right.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
If I weren't doing Weight Watchers, I would be baking bread.
Okay,
I'm
Also,
not, 'cause
you
I'll
need-
eat the whole
you need
loaf with
straight-
a whole stick of butter.
You need straight razors to make the cuts. And
we have those.
I didn't. Okay, well,
we have everything.
I didn't know, like, because my son has them for his razor. He has a straight razor. But so anyway, which we order on Amazon. So I had to go to the store. There's not a lot of straight razors. And I
Hardware
felt very
store.
weird buying straight razors.
Hardware store.
Oh, well, I bought it at CVS.
Hey, tell them how Kevin thought fiber,
Oh,
our fiber
Oh.
retreats were
Oh,
about.
about our health
Fiber.
and our eating lots of fiber. Well, see, this is fiber-ish.
yeah.
And look at the holes in my bread. Look, I did it right. Say, yay!
Oh, there's supposed to be holes in it like that? That's
Yes.
light and airy.
Yes. Exciting, right? Anyway,
Send me the recipe. I'll plug it into Weight Watchers and see how many points it is.
I ate so much of it this morning, and then I got us to make
Like a
coffee,
whole
and I
loaf.
baked 2 little loaves, but I tried a different recipe, and I knew it wasn't going to come out good. It was more like a bagel. And I was at Trader Joe's yesterday, and I got their everything but the bagel
yeah,
seasoning, and I
yeah.
put that on top.
Costco has it now.
Really
The
yummy.
everything seasoning.
Anyway, very good. So now I have a new obsession. How long will it last? I don't know. I'm feeding my sourdough thing.
Until you gain 20 pounds from eating sourdough and butter. Because you can't eat it without butter.
It was hot.
Like hot and it melts right off.
Rick and I had dinner last
Crispy on the
night.
outside.
Big-
I was really pissed because I made really good soup last night.
Oh, we
and
have
I
another
needed
person.
bagels.
Hold on.
I made
different
bread.
people. Hold on.
The wood that we
Oh,
use
remember
makes
that
an
one
iceberg.
time we like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Punky wood in there. All right. Customers are...
We had a lot of customers, which
On
is
for now.
wonderful, but we kind of forgot what we were talking about. So I don't know. We were talking about my bread and whatever. So we're going to talk about
Whips.
whips. Okay, Rhinebeck 2020 has begun. The knitting has begun. And, I wanted to update you. I entered the logo contest, as you know, for next year. My stuff was up there. Unfortunately, I did not win, but I did get second place. So, yay! That was very nice of them to even give me anything. So, anyway, I don't know who the winner is, but I'm sure it's great because they were
I think
all...
it's that black and white one.
I like the black and white the best. So, anyway, that was that. So, I am making...
I'll hold
the Aspen cardigan. It is a Brooklyn tweed pattern by Michelle Wang.
Ooh.
And it's a long, like, coat thing with a million cables. And I think I'm out of my mind for doing this. But I'm starting now, and hopefully it will be done by Rhinebeck.
And you're not doing the belt.
I'm not doing the belt loops. The first time I ever saw this sweater in person was Mika. Shamika had it on at Vogue Live 2 years ago in hot pink, and I remember it, and it was amazing. And I don't think she did the belt loops either because I stalked her Ravelry page. But just a quick note, if you are a Ravelry person, I know some people don't keep project pages, but if you're kind enough to keep notes and do little things, it's very, very helpful because I was looking at everyone that made this, and on Ravelry, someone suggested that there are a lot of charts. Okay, so each group here, like this is a chart, that's a chart, see? They're all different. So instead of having to look like, oh, do the left cable chart and the center, do it color-coded. So do your stitch markers and just write on your chart the pink chart and the blue chart and the purple chart. So that, someone wrote that, and it was very, very helpful.
Yeah, that's
So-
really smart.
So if you are a Ravelry project person, you always say like, oh, I don't keep it up, I don't do it. If you do little things like that, it helps all the rest of us. So that's what I'm knitting. I'm knitting it in Cascade
Lana de Oro.
that. It's half alpaca, half merino.
I don't think it's merino. I think it's Highland wool.
Highland wool. So that should keep the cables, and it has like the softness of the alpaca and a little bit of a halo.
I don't know what the difference of what Highland wool is though.
I don't either. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'm
Highland
not allowed.
Merino? It's from Highland, up in the Highlands.
It's not Highland merino. It's Highland wool.
Oh, Highland wool.
Oh, I don't
well,
know.
maybe it came from.
The Highlands. It's from Atlantic Highlands.
That's a town near us.
So I'm not allowed to drink red wine by this or drink
Or
hot chocolate.
or coffee.
Do they know that?
Or
Do they
move.
know my story, my homecoming story?
I don't
Have I
think
ever
so.
told the homecoming
Go
story?
ahead, tell the homecoming story.
So back in the day, no, I think I talked about
Yeah, I think
homecoming.
maybe you did. Just break a quick one.
All right, if I did it, Lizzie, just cut it out. It's still funny. Anyway, back in the day in high school, I was in the homecoming
if you
court,
did it.
and we didn't know if we were going to be homecoming
No,
queen.
we talked about it at Rhinebeck.
I don't know.
Quick,
Anyway.
just tell it quick,
Okay,
quick,
so
quick.
Move to the table.
I was in the homecoming court, and you don't know you're homecoming queen until halftime at the homecoming game. So I got dressed in, which was at the time very fashionable, all off-white, right? Off-white turtleneck sweater
And a
off-white.
floor length.
No,
Was
no.
it? Oh, mini-
off-white tube skirts, off-white tights.
Oh, that's what I'm
Baby
thinking.
brown shoes.
Yeah.
It was very stylish, and a brown camel coat. My mom's wool long brown camel coat. So right before halftime, before we go on as the fancy homecoming
windy
court,
day.
it's very windy, and I got a hot chocolate, and I opened the lid, and the wind blew the hot chocolate all down the front of me in my beautiful off-white outfit. And I thought, uh-oh, this is a problem. What do I do? I'm like, well, did your friend suggest this? My mom's friend. I turned everything around. I went in the bathroom and I turned my turtleneck around and my tube skirt around and I put my my coat on and I walked out there and I was the homecoming queen with hot chocolate all down my back. So, if you know me, you totally would be like, yes, that would happen to you. So I have to be very careful with this, but won't it be so pretty? So that's that. That's my whip. Besides my Intarsia thing. Okay, and then I have a finished object. It's on my head. This is a September hat, which is I'm knocking the table again, Kelborn Woolens free pattern. They have the month of hats. So
And
every
you've
year,
made a few of them. They're nice.
every month for the year, last year, they had a free hat pattern. So you can go on Ravelry, just type in Kelborn Woolens year of hats. And
I'll
they have
link
a
this
whole
one
bunch of
below.
them. So I've done a couple. February hats, I did a lot. This is a September hat.
I
and-
like it a lot.
Yep, and it has a really cool.
It's like a herringbone cable.
Yep, and it was very easy. It took a little while, but it was great. This is with Saltkill Farm yarn. I got it at Rhinebeck. And
I like it.
I knit this on my way to our wedding we went to in Buffalo-ish area. It was a Hallmark movie was filmed there. I loved it. Anyway, that was that. So that's my finished object.
Yeah, I think that's
I think
all
that's
I have too. So comment below if you haven't already.
Show Marianne's fun hat. This will be a new to you. Something.
Oh, so this is a new to you idea. So this is knitted and then fold, which means it's felted like in the washing machine. So look it up.
They're very cool.
You can make them any shape. My mom's cousin Marianne makes these. And I think she uses a plate,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And she shapes them.
It's very warm from
she
mom
has-
wearing it all
yeah.
day. I can
And
feel
she
the
has
heat.
forms. And
She had one that had a big flower on it. Remember the silk
so
flowers?
they're
put on
really
there?
cute. You knit them and then felt them, which is called fulling.
I just put just a little in.
Yes, a little new
Excellent.
to you. if you
Another
want
new
it.
to you idea. But comment below with if you started or if you are still thinking or if you don't know what to make. And don't forget to join us over on Instagram. She's Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Arrow Acres Farm Yarn. Search the hashtag, follow the hashtag.
And we
New
probably
Year
will not
2020.
record until we get to Vogue Live, right?
Yeah.
So we will be in New York. So if you see this, we will be there. We are staying at the Marriott Marquis. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're not taking any classes, so we'll just have lots of time to play and see everybody. We're
going to a play.
We're going to a play. So we will be doing that on Saturday, but hopefully we'll be at the Subway Storm on Saturday morning with Christy Glass.
doing it, right?
And I think she's doing it.
Saturday morning or Sunday morning?
Saturday morning. She doesn't do things on Sundays.
Oh, right.
Excuse me. So we'll be there, and we're gonna podcast live there. We may have matching pajamas on. It's totally possible.
Instagram Live.
Is
We don't know how to podcast live. We're going to Instagram Live on Arrow Acres Farm Yarn.
yes, we'll do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll hopefully get footage from the whole weekend, and that'll be our next podcast. Okay. So,
Okay.
yay! Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Later, people. Got to go watch some playoff football. Bye.